Alright, this one's going to be a true 5-step method problem. We're going to start with this 8x squared plus 18x plus 4. Okay? I believe that's right, yes. Alright, so the first step is GCF. The second step is going to be parentheses, star variable. Okay? The third step is going to be signs. Okay. The fourth step is going to be product and sum. Okay. And the fifth step is going to be star cleanup. Okay. So let's start with the first step, and that's GCF. And so I want to be able to figure out what number, so I'm going to use upside down division. Okay, upside down division to figure out what goes into 8, 18, and 4. 2. How many times? 4x squared plus 9x plus 2. Okay? And basically, what this does is sets it up so that I have 2 times this equals 0. Okay? So all I did was bring this down and I'm good. And that's GCF. Done. Okay. Step 2, parentheses star variable. So I'm going to bring this down, okay, and then I'm going to bring down parentheses, right? The star is always the first coefficient, okay? So I want to remind myself that I have a coefficient of 4. Okay, so I'm going to bring down 4x and 4x. So I split these x's up, so x times x is x squared. But I've thrown an extra 4. 4 times 4 is not 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So I have an extra factor of 4. But that's going to make the math easier in the long run. Okay? So that's it. You just bring it down. Put it in both positions. Okay? That's it. Now step 3, signs. I'm going to take this sign and bring it straight down. Every single time. Whatever that first sign is, goes in the first parentheses. Okay? Now this second sign tells me if these signs are the same or if they are different. Okay? It tells me if these two signs are the same or different. Same is sum. Different would be difference. If this sign was a minus, these two would be different. So it would be plus and minus. Because this is a plus, these have to be the same. And since this is a plus, this is a plus. Okay? So, that's the signs. Done. So now we got product and sum. Okay? The product is the first number times the last number. Okay? So 4 times 2 is 8. Okay? Now the sum is the middle number, 9. Okay? So I need 2 numbers that multiply to be 8.
Andrea, please call the high school office. Andrea, high school office.
Need 2 numbers that multiply to be 8, but they add. So in this sum, it's always a second. This second sign tells me what's going on in this sum. Am I adding or am I subtracting? In this case, I'm adding. Alright? So I'm going to add 2 numbers. So 2 numbers that multiply to be 8, but they add to be 9. Right? So 4 and 2 multiply to be 8, but they do not add to be 9. So that doesn't work. So what else multiplies to be 8? Very good. 8 and 1. Okay? And they also add to be 9. Okay? So it's always big number first. Okay? Really important. Big number first. So it's 8 and 1. Okay? Now, that's my product and sum. And now it's time for the cleanup. Okay? So let me rewrite these really quick. So I have 2 times 4x plus 8 times 4x plus 1. Okay? And what I want to do here is clean up by a factor of 4. So either by 4 and 1, right? Or 2 and 2. They both multiply to be 1, right? Or sorry, they both multiply to be 4. So does 4 go into this one? Yeah. So I'm going to do that upside down division again and do a 4 here. That means 1 has to go into that side. Does 1 go into this side? Well, 1 goes into anything, right? So I'm left with 4 goes into 4 once, and 4 goes into 8 twice, and then 1 goes into 4x once, so it's 4x, and 1 goes into 1 once, and then I bring this down again, and that is what I'm factored out to be. Now, if I want to solve for 0, I'm going to set each of these factors. Now 2 can't equal 0, right? So it doesn't even matter. What matters is x plus 2 equals 0 or 4x plus 1 equals 0. And so now I can figure out what x is. X equals negative 2 because I have to subtract 2 from both sides, right? In this case, I subtract 1 from both sides, and I get 4x is equal to negative 1, and then I get divide by 4, and I get x is equal to negative 1/4. So the x's in this case is equal to negative 2 and negative 1/4. Okay? And that's where this is crossing the x-axis. So we know it's crossing at negative 2 and negative 1/4. So somehow they're coming through here, right? And crossing like that. Now, I'll have to do the other thing to figure out where the vertex is and all that, right? But I know where they cross. And that's that. Okay? So